Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about myths about relationships because there are so many around. You know, you may have bought into the story that relationships are hard work and that arguing, fighting, emotional unavailability, constant compromise, sacrifice, and fighting for love is normal. I mean, how many love songs go on about this battle of, in a relationship? Well, it's not normal. Let me absolutely say that right now. Or maybe you wonder if you can ever find the type of love where you're treated like a goddess and lavished only with the best by a partner who sees you, listens to you, understands you, shares your values, and cherishes you. Or convinced yourself, like one woman in my Facebook group said, that a partner like that doesn't exist. What do you think? Or how about the story? This is a really good one. I hear this all the time. How about the story, all the good ones are taken? I hear that so many times from middle-aged women. Honestly, if I had $1 for every time a middle-aged woman has said to me, oh, look, all the good ones are taken, I'd be a very rich woman. And many women I speak to, the reason they say that, is in a way it's reassuring them that their fear that they're going to end up alone isn't crazy. So many women come to me and they're very afraid of a future alone. They've left a toxic relationship. They've found the courage to not keep going into another toxic relationship over and over and over again. But they're scared. They're very scared to trust because they think, what if I end up in one again? And what's happened is they're left really frightened that I'm going to end up alone. So many women say that to me. So much so that a few even start to forget all the bad things about that partner that hurt them and start to fantasize about the good side of their partner, which I actually call the most dangerous side, because in a relationship with somebody narcissistic, the good side is the one you've got to be really wary of, because that's the side when they put the mask on to try to lure you back in to the relationship. And many of you say to me that you've done that because what if that's the best I can get and I can never have love like that again? Wow, that's really believing the lie that the narcissist says to you. You're never going to find love like me again. And you're kidding me? Love like that? Think about it. Love in which a partner puts your needs last, belittles and hurts you, insults your appearance, your achievements, and treats you with disrespect, drags you down. A love like that, that's not love. And what if that is the best that you can get? That you'll settle for less than you deserve in a toxic relationship because you're afraid of ending up alone. Well, let me ask you this. How lonely did you feel beside them in that bed when they were emotionally unavailable to you? That's loneliness. You were lonely already. And perhaps you do that because you're convinced about another belief that all the good ones are taken. And honestly, let me tell you this, that is an absolute BS belief. I'll give you an example. So I live in Hong Kong, and there's this real myth that goes around Hong Kong that says any particularly middle-aged foreign woman who gets divorced here in Hong Kong, the myth is that Hong Kong is a widow's graveyard. And what it's referring to is that any middle-aged women who get divorced have less than zero chance of finding another partner because all the foreign men, middle-aged men, are only interested in younger Asian women. What a crock of rubbish that is. But that is the belief. And I'll tell you why I know it's absolute BS. Because 3 middle-aged women I know didn't buy into that belief. And they all found healthy, happy love with beautiful men, including one of my best friends who, honestly, her now husband is the nicest guy you'll ever met, and also one of our best friends. And we went to their incredible wedding last year. As she walked down the aisle, he was in tears, she was in tears, we were in tears. It was just so beautiful and so full of joy. And she may even watch this video, so I hope she doesn't mind me telling this story. And, you know, if you convince yourself that it's too late for me, all the good ones are taken, and unless I settle for less than I deserve, then I'm never going to find love and I'm going to end up alone. Then guess what? Chances are you will. You'll settle for less and you'll end up lonely in a loveless relationship with someone who hurts you. Now, as to that final belief, that relationships in which you are championed, supported, loved for who you are. No, I'm going to correct that. Adored for being you, lifted up, nurtured, excited by, and passionate about don't exist. Well, just ask any one of my friends to describe the relationship I have with my husband, because that is what it is. It's incredible. Great when men and women do exist. I'm living proof of that. And just because you've lived a life of repeated toxic relationships, it doesn't mean you have to for the rest of your life. You can break this cycle. I have, all the women I've worked with have. And, you know, I did this, and now I know what absolute trust, honesty, vulnerability, compassion, and unconditional love in a relationship is all about. And what I mean by vulnerability, I mean it's one in which you are allowed to be you. You're allowed to be vulnerable and reveal those parts of yourself that are deep, and in a toxic relationship they would have used as a weapon against you to hurt you. But in the relationship I've got right now, there is no way he would ever do that. And, you know, vulnerability like that, you have to be able to have that with your partner in order to develop that incredibly pure trust that, you know, the more vulnerable you can get, the more trust you can build. The more trust you can build, the deeper the connection goes. And that's what I've got. And that connection I've got with my husband now is unlike anything I've ever felt in my life before. And it just keeps getting better as it grows. You should try it. It's amazing. You know, don't settle for less than you deserve when that is what is out there. It is what your birthright is. So I'm just going to have a look at the comments here. Hello, little Iodine. So glad to see you here. I'm glad to see you. It's lovely. You're one of my regular viewers of my Facebook Lives. Thank you for that. Scarlett is listening. Hello, Scarlett. She says loneliness is a state of mind, but it is a really powerful state of mind. And a lot of women come to me feeling very, very lonely and very frightened of the future. And Scarlett rescues dogs, and she says they love me far greater than any humans. But you know what? You can find that with humans, because I have as well. And I'm just looking at these comments. Yeah, anyway, I'll just go back to what I was saying. So thank you guys for being here and listening and commenting. You know, I'll just end up with this. If you're struggling with the fear that you'll end up alone, like many, many people I talk to, or if you are settling for less than you deserve because you have convinced yourself that all the good ones are taken, or it's too late for me. I get that a lot from older women. Well, it's not. Let me show you that there is a better way. You deserve better. Life's too short, and you know what? It's never too late. I've worked with women in their late 60s and early 70s even, and they are now dating again. So it's not too late. Don't even think about that BS belief. You can decide to take action to head for your dream relationship by eliminating those BS beliefs, or you can choose to stay stuck in them and all those stories of why you'll never find love and never find happiness again. I know what I would do. So the first step that you can take towards finding that, if you haven't done already, then watch my webinar, which is my 5-step relationship detox, how to recover from toxic relationships, fall back in love with your life, and never settle for anything less than you deserve again. I've put the link in the description below, so have a look at that, and I hope to see you in my next video. It's Friday here, so happy weekend, everybody. I know it's probably Thursday for some of you, but anyway, happy weekend, everybody, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.